comes, boys. Nice serving with your lads.
Hello everybody, my name's Kobe and welcome back into the thick of Battlefield 1. We'll start right off where we left it in the previous video.
You have the look of the devil, Townsend.
Is that right?
All we got out here is blind orders and chance. Which will do for us first, you reckon?
I'm sick of your lip, McManus.
A bad attitude has cost more men lives on the war than anything else, I think.
Edward, start it up. Lines backing up.
Big Bess. Give us a break. Give us a break. Come on. Come on, Bess. Come on, stop. Stop, Big Bess. Stop. It stopped. Are you just gonna stand there?
Hell. There's fog up ahead. I can't see more than 20 yards.
We're pushing through. Edwards, I'll drive. You jump out and scout ahead. Don't be a hero, lad. Just do your job.
That sounds logical. Wish I had to drive or to walk ahead.
If you get into trouble, we'll be
Yeah, heard that one before. You better watch out, friend. You better be sure that you will come to my aid. You said behind me, not right at my side. Do I really need to run to keep in front of you? I'm the scout, not you. You're not the bloody tank. Right, where does the encampment begin? I could. It really is an annoying fog. I hope that I can spot some people. Alright, that's the first one. Spamming Q. That's what I'll be doing now. As long as I do not need to spot that Argent tag, you bloody software. I said I was going to try to fix it, and I actually did try to fix it, but yeah, for some reason also it always comes up. Come on. Alright, I've been found out. This sneaking thing is going to be harder than I expected. Let's just bum rush it then. Come on, let's see how far we go. Come on, dudes. And I'm dead. I guess I will need to use stealth. This is going to be fun. Oh, you should wait behind me. Well, at least now I do not have to wait for you. Let's try to use the binoculars in this thick soup. In this soup of a fog. Alright, that actually works pretty well. Oh, Someone spotted me. Come on over, boy. Come and check it out. Let's try to lure him down. Let's try to lure him down here. Then I can stab him. No one can see us. Because up there it's a bit in the open, I think. It's actually a really stupid idea to see something suspicious and then go in alone. Why do we always do that? Why do games always work like that? That's not realistic. Oh! Almost failed there. And I did fail. Shite. Right. Something a bit heavier. And a damn pistol. Let's see how far we can go. Oh! It actually resets. So you heard a comrade die, and that wasn't enough for you to come and investigate the case? Well, for you... Well, for investigating it is, but for to be in an alarmed state. Come here, little dudes. No, there's not lying a corpse of your dead comrade. What are you thinking about? Oh fuck, they're coming with 3 of them. Gotta do this quick. Come on, dude. Get back in the grapple. Get back in the trench. This way I can jump. Alright. Gotta shoot. Damn it. I was hoping I had a clear shot on him. It was just leaves in the way. Stab her in the back. Well, at least I got 1 melee kill out of it. Do any of these guys have a better weapon than I have now? A trench gun. This should be fun. I don't think it's... Well, that's the way to do it. Just lure everyone into one place. I just hear the gunshots and men screaming out in pain and dying. But I come to check anyway. And I actually heard that twice. But yeah, not going to complain. I'm just going to cut out a little bit of searching around the encampment. Because I think that that's not something that is beneficial to this playthrough. We just make things unnecessarily longer. Alright, back on the way! That's a conveniently placed crate. Another frame stuck. This is not boding well. That's going to mean our tank is going to get damaged quite a lot, isn't it? Damn. Right, where is the encampment? Probably further up the road, but I should check the sides. You never know. Oh yeah, just follow the indicator on the map. That's also a possibility. Right, that's one. But you're not the only one here. Oh. There's a gun. Anyone better? Yeah, ooh, almost saw me. Are you going to come up here? Does this thing have a bayonet? Yes, it does. All right. Look at this foliage. Amazing. Very nicely done. Right, let's try and see if we can spot anyone else. No, we can't. Then we might as well just stab this one in the back. Thank God for the fog. Oop, ball point. A shovel to the back. That's what you get for not hearing someone plowing through mud behind you. Really? Can't I spot any more people? Going to have to chance it, I think. Will he come? Probably not. No. Nobody's taking the bait. Right. Well, this is going to make it substantially easier. Ooh. You should be able to just spot people when you look at them and they are clearly defined in your normal view. It's a bit strange that you actually have to look through your binoculars or press Q to target them, I think. Well, maybe it's not as strange on a battlefield when not everyone has the exact line of sight or line of thought that you have, but I'm on my own here. I could rush him, but then I will scream and people will know that I'm here, so... Yes, take the bait, my little friend. Come here, my little Jerryman. Go to sleep and good night. Alright, who heard it? Ooh, he did. You didn't see anything. Just come to make sure you didn't see anything. Right. That was a hard one to keep track of. Come a little bit closer. Yes, yes, come. Don't be afraid. Where the fuck are you standing? That looks so painful right in the back. A bit annoying that he didn't die in once. An unmarked person. Probably a couple of them around still. Better watch out. Shamelessly spraying. But I like spraying. Don't take that the wrong way. Yes, shoot at me, don't shoot at a tank. There you go, have a little present. And go on. So the tank is doing something at least. Whoa! A couple of those shots will kill a tank. But I just get a blurry face. I think I have him. That's also a really neat thing. That you can blow up wooden covers to see what's behind them. So yeah, destructible cover. Fun. Black Bess. Let's repair her. Well, I can't do it. Do I really always have to do it by the vent? Alright then. That's good to know. Otherwise it would... Yeah, otherwise it would be kind of overpowered to be able to fix your tank from anywhere around it.
Get up front and lead us through. Don't get too far ahead.
You're the one who's always getting ahead of me, but I'm the scout. So just thought about this. The humidity here must be horrible. But we're also late in the First World War, like 1918. So at this point in the war, the Germans shouldn't have any decent uniforms. At the end of World War One, the Germans had so many logistic problems that they had to use recycled things like paper to make their uniforms. So when they were stuck in the mud, it would actually start to like dissolve. It's not really the right word, but you get what I mean. Their uniforms would just decompose while they're wearing it, so that's really a bad thing. And they're all still looking nice and clean. The war is often depicted a lot better in games than it was in real life. Wouldn't be a fun game otherwise. Also a fun story of a World War One survivor of the German side. He fled to America after the war, so he did not fight in the second one. A lot of people who fought in the First World War did in the second one. That guy was a medical student, and he first, and everyone who was studying medicine had to go into the... Let's get that son of a bitch first. See if that's actually claw. Alright. But yeah, he had to go into his platoon responsible for medical aid. Like, well, would actually have to be a medic. But yeah, and this guy was... He served actually the whole war. In the beginning of the war, he was just an infantry. And he was kind of at the front lines. In the first year, I believe, I don't know. He did serve a year, I think, before getting wounded. Not really sure about it, anyhow. He just stood at the front lines and he actually got wounded, so he had to go back. And after 8 weeks, he had to reassign. And that's when they found out that he was a medical student before the war. And they assigned him to, let's say, the medic department. It actually has a name, but I don't really remember. And at the end of the war, and even at the beginning of the war, they did not have... Let's see if we can get into this gun and turn this thing... No, alright, no we can't. I was hoping I could shoot some people with it. But yeah, and even at the beginning of the war, they did not have all the things they would need to give proper medical treatment. And at the end of the war, he was still at the front lines, but as a medic. They ran over a field hospital of the Allied forces. Alright, I died there. Going to take a little bit of a different approach. I probably shouldn't have tried to use the artillery. I probably should stop talking because I'm aiming horribly, well, worse than I always do. But yeah, and within that field hospital he found a whole bunch of equipment to which he wasn't used anymore. And some of this equipment, and he said you shouldn't really call it equipment because it was like, for example, latex gloves. Every doctor, every German doctor since halfway 1916 I believe, had nothing to treat their patients with except their bare hands. There was even a time when they just called them butchers because, well, that's actually what they did. They just cut off legs of people. But yeah, I can't remember the name of the guy, but he really did a great thing explaining his story. Also, I believe it was from the same guy that there also were stories about good aspects of the war. Well, good is just a point of perspective, but yeah. He also told about a really inspiring thing that happened on the battlefield somewhere in Belgium. I believe it was close to Yper, or Yper, as it's called in Dutch. And they were laying there on the battlefield, pretty much out in the open, and they were being bombarded with mortar shells. And a lot of his platoon got ripped apart because of the shells. He himself got minor injuries, but there was a big no man's land with just craters and bodies everywhere. It was a British regiment that they were up against. They had a trench and an actual wall kind of thing, so some thrown up dirt. The Germans really had a lot of trouble pushing through, so they were just stuck there sitting ducks for the mortars. And when the push had stopped, when the Germans had accepted the fact that they weren't going any further and they had halted the attack, scrambling to get each other off, the British stopped firing. And one of the British guys came out with a flag, a white one. And people of the Red Cross came, as well as British soldiers, and they started collecting wounded from the battlefield. But not just their wounded, they also collected Germans and those who needed severe medical treatment. Some of them got transported back to the English encampment, whereas the ones that they probably thought that would make it if they just had a doctor with rudimentary equipment, they actually brought those back to the German lines. Die already! And I stopped talking and my aim is even more shit here than it was before. Oops. Come on, stay alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Oh, it seems that our bodies did the work. But yeah, I think I'll be leaving this episode here because now I'm just going to scavenge the camp and then we'll move forward to the next encampment. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you liked the little bit of storytelling for what it was worth. I hope that you don't mind for bad aiming. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. I wish you all the best and I will see you in the next installment.